Been a while since anyone's made the world this nervous. Black Adam, we should talk.
DC Comics is home to some of the most popular fictional characters of all time, whether it be Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Hawkman, Plastic Man, Elongated Man, Starman, Animal Man, or Dead Man. There's someone there for everyone. So, I don't know if you've noticed exactly, but their movies have not been doing too well recently, which is why they brought on James Gunn as, the new CEO of DC, at least on the creative side. And so what James Gunn has done is he said he's going to reboot the DC universe and start a new movie fresh from the Snyderverse. So I wanted to do is get on here and talk about, some of my hopes and wishes for what he'll do with this new universe. So firstly, before I talk about what I want, I'd like to point out what is information we have wise, just being that he wants to start a Superman movie focusing on a younger Superman, which is the main reason that Henry Cavill will not be continuing as Superman in the future, as well as stating that he will be focusing on Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and Aquaman as, the main heroes, at least for the beginning. So, what I'd like to see out of the movie is solo movies first. I don't want to see anything like essentially the Snyderverse. I know they had Superman movie first, but outside of that, it was just introduce Batman to BVS and Wonder Woman, and Justice League movie was the first movie for Cyborg, Aquaman, The Flash. I don't want to see them. I want to see solo movies first. The people I want to have solo movies, I think Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Green Lantern, maybe The Flash, get solo movies before Justice League movie. Um, I say maybe Flash because he's having the one in 2023, so I don't know if they're going to want to do another Flash so soon. But yeah, that's what I'd like to see out of it. And so for the Flash, I think they should use Barry Allen as the Flash. At least for the first Flash solo movie and, whatever the first Justice League movie is. And then for Green Lantern, use Hal Jordan as the first Green Lantern for same thing as Barry. And then, introduce John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and everyone else. And so what this is doing is skipping over Jay Garrick and Alan Scott, which is unfortunate because I think they're both very interesting characters. But I really like the time period in DC with, superheroes just starting out with Batman and Superman, which is explored in some of origin comics like Batman Year One or Superman Secret Identity. So I'd like to see that. But I also want to see a Justice Society of America. So I had two ideas on how they can still keep those, a thing while having the time period of superheroes starting out. So they could either have it, at the normal time it is in like the 1940s, but it's just secret, or they could just have them as Earth 2 like they originally are in the comics. So yeah, that's my idea for that. You may be wondering why I don't have a Batman solo movie in my, I guess, ideal timeline. That's just because I think two Batman solo movies in separate universes is just a bit weird. I'd also like to see sidekicks. We haven't really got any sidekicks in DC movies outside of Joel Schumacher's Batman movies, which that Robin was awful, let's be real. So I'd like to at least see Robin, Kid Flash, and Donna Troy by the time of, I guess, second phase, if it's going off of MCU standards. I'd like to see a Teen Titans movie as well in the second phase, which introduces Cyborg and either Starfire or Raven. I feel like sidekicks is a big part of superhero mythos, which has been missing from a lot of the live action movies, which sucks as someone who loves a lot of these characters. The final thing I'd like to see is it being a big world with stuff actually happening that we don't get to see, which is something the MCU really failed at, I think, in its earlier years. They kind of overcompensated now with just skipping over major character development, but I'd like to see something like the DCAU has, or even earlier Young Justice, where character introductions happen, new characters appear. Now, I don't want it to go quite as far as Young Justice did, with character deaths and major developments just happening off screen. But, I'd like to know it's a big open world and stuff is happening outside of what we're seeing. Now, I could go on for much longer about certain aspects I want to see in this new universe, characters I want to see, the characters I talked about I want to be betrayed, but no one wants to hear me go on for an hour or so about this. So I think I'll call it here for the video. Thank you for watching. Think about giving a like if you enjoyed.